This video is all about the F-16 in air realistic battles. In this intro, I'll explain some background and mechanics of how I play the F-16, strong emphasis on I, and after I'll show you some unscripted post-commentary gameplay. The goal of this is for you guys to be able to learn from my thought process. I'll provide commentary on what I did in certain situations, and more importantly, why I did it, so that you can apply it to similar situations in your own matches. Speaking of applying to your own matches, all the clips are good, don't get me wrong, but some do end in me getting wrecked. I'm not afraid to post clips of me doing so. This is top tier after all, and it would be completely unrealistic, to say the least, for me to only show you sick clips and well-played matches. It's almost always just better to accept it and move into the next match ASAP. As usual, disclaimer. Video shot from my perspective and with my personal experiences in mind. Try stuff out for yourself. I'll start the breakdown by saying that I play the F-16 by zooming around, avoiding missiles, launching missiles of my own, or going for a Falcon shot on optimal targets. That's literally pretty much it. Under normal circumstances, getting slow is asking to be missiled in any plane in top tier. Because of this, I don't advise dogfighting. Try to keep as much speed as possible. That being said, if there's any plane to dogfight at top tier in, it's this one. The dogfighting performance of the F-16 is phenomenal. Cracked F-16 pilots can take down MiG-29s, may I say, with ease. And if you know what you're doing, you'd almost definitely win the dogfight, no matter who you're dogfighting. Obviously, there can be really turny boy exceptions to this, or missiles, or skill issues, or whatever it might be, but in general, you're the best. If you find yourself in a situation that permits dogfighting. First of all, congratulations, this is rare. Second, this is a plane you should actually use your air brake in. Anytime you'd like to turn faster than a fully loaded cruise ship, make sure your speed is low enough. It's odd to have the problem of too much speed, even though you need a lot of speed, I get it, but speed management is a necessary skill. And when mastered, it can get you some insane reversal kills. Keep in mind that if you want to bleed speed while air braking, it's going to take forever, or might not even happen at all, if you don't drop your afterburner too. Honestly, drop your throttle as much as possible momentarily while you're at it. This thing has so much freaking thrust, it's ridiculous. Anyways, with all that out of the way, let's finally hop into the gameplay. Alright, welcome into the gameplay. Starting up high here, usually I start my matches and end my matches on the deck. But this time I didn't like my positioning relative to the enemy team and where they were coming from. So I flew away for a little bit, gained some altitude, and now we're using the aim-9L from above strategy. Got a MiG-29 here below us, looks to be distracted. Give him something to think about, if he sees it. I think they just dropped a new patch where they changed the ballistics of missiles. I think in the old patch that aim-9L probably would have hit, but unfortunately not for us today. That's alright though. Give him another one. Also for the F4S, he's going to require another missile, so we'll oblige him accordingly. Crit on the MiG, he should be done for. We got another MiG behind us, MiG-29. Keep an eye on him, as well as a MiG-21. MiG-29 is distracted by teammates, perfect. MiG-21's launching on us, but absolutely no problem whatsoever. Just drop afterburner and flare real fast. We got a Su-22 flying back towards his airfield. We'll keep that in mind. Nice, we got the kill on the MiG-29. Perfect. But we're moving to intercept the Su-22 now. We don't want him to make the match take longer than it needs to, so we're going to deal with that earlier rather than later. This is a stupid move. Don't launch a AIM-7M like this and track PUD from behind. Also not when he's dropping chaff, even if you're in SRC, because obviously you're just going to get chaffed away in our SRC mode. But we should catch him here before he goes to his airfield, so we'll just keep flying for him. Got a lot of people behind us, about 3 or 4, but they're all distracted by teammates right now, so we're fine. Just keeping an eye on them, making sure no one's flying towards us. Moving towards our 6. We might give this guy another missile to think about. Wait, he's diving. Let's see. Oh, wonderful. Okay, thank you, War Thunder. Anyways, same game here. We got a Mirage going for our friendly F4J, so we're going to help him out. Dropping our afterburner, trying to slow speed here to pull our nose onto target. Didn't slow down enough though. He went just under our nose. That was actually a nice dodge by him. But don't be a noob like me and lose control. Make sure you just drop your air brake. It's not that hard. And your throttle, actually, while you're at it. Like I said in the intro. But this is good. Our F4J has him baited pretty hard, so we got free reign to do whatever we want. Only thing is we only have 3 minutes of fuel left, so we got to keep an eye on that. But other than that, we should be good. As far as I'm aware, this is the last guy, so there might be a MiG-29, but if there is, he's back at his base regardless. Nothing to worry about. Here we go. He's turning for us. Let's, oh, nope, he's flying straight. That's alright. Let's get a shot from behind, popping our air brake, making sure we don't overshoot. Pulling lead, and a hit. Okay, wonderful. Thank you. Good job, Vulcan. Anyways, let's get the kill here. He's being a little bit tricky. Let's drop air brake a lot and drop our throttle a lot, and boom, perfect shot. Alright, here we are in the next match. Flying down the road on City because we're having fun. This is War Thunder after all. Anyways, we got a F4 EJ coming head on with us here. No time for AIM-7M, so we try to go for a Vulcan, but he dodges and we can't commit too hard, or else we're going to cause a scene we don't want to cause, to say the least. Squad mate ate up that F-14. Shout out to the Twitch squad. Join up if you haven't already, fellas. But looking around here, we don't see anyone, so we're just going to adjust our positioning a little bit. Think there should be some people off to the right. And yep, we got an F4E out there. For some reason, I don't know what it is, I have more luck with the AIM-7Fs on the F-14 than I do with the AIM-7Ms on the F-16. So my thinking launching this missile was hopefully it hits. He was a little bit low, but we got lucky it hit. Decent kill. Anyways, got some people back towards the city. We're turning for them. Got nothing really going on other than that. Should probably take a look around. Haven't done that in a while. Wait, what's that? What's that noise? I hear something. Oh jeez. Okay. Apparently there's a MiG-29 on our 6. We're turning for him now. Making him overshoot, air brake out. And here we go. He's squirting out in front. Let's get a missile primed up. This is going to be sick reversal kill. This missile is definitely going to hit. No chance he avoids it. And never mind, that missile just decides to go off on its own and commit a war crime. That's alright, we'll give him another one. Here we go. He saw a teammate immediately after flaring my missile, so naturally he wasn't paying attention. As you know, in War Thunder, by now this is how it goes. Anyways, going Mach, flying under the bridge here because, might I repeat myself, this is War Thunder and I'm having fun. If you say it enough times, it'll be true. Anyways, we got a couple people coming head on here. Couple Vulcan shot opportunities, no dice. Luckily we didn't die there. Kurnas on the left, avoid him by using the building. Always try to use the terrain, fellas. I'll talk more about that later once we get into matches on Spain and whatnot, but always try to use the terrain to your advantage, even on City. Just make sure you're not crashing into it. I thought this guy was flying towards me here, but he turned away. I thought, to be honest as well, I had an AIM-9L queued instead of an AIM-7M, but that's okay. We'll give the AIM-9L to this guy instead, make him turn. Hopefully we could get a Vulcan kill on him. There we go, he's turning, and he dips below the nose. Smart. If I tried to commit, I would have hit the ground, and we still almost hit the ground, so luckily we didn't, but nice dodge by that guy. Turning back, though, towards the city. We still got a lot of people left, more than I expected. That's that new 16v16, but we'll give this F-16 a missile. He flares immediately, paying attention, props to him. Got an F-16 coming in head on, so I'm going to take that. Right behind the building, shifty little head on. Nice shot, dude. One of my favorite ever shots, honestly, in this game. Using the building like that. And honestly, the reason I included this clip. I'll see you in the next one. Next match, flying over the river here, trying to use the terrain to my advantage. I see these smoke trails up in the air, so I can assume those are either Phoenixes or MiG-29s with R-27ERs, even worse. Either way though, gonna use the terrain, try to stay out of the radar, popping air brakes to stay behind the hill for a little bit longer. Gonna pop back up here, see what I can see on the radar. Try to get an AIM-7M kill, building up speed, trying to sling this missile off. This guy had no reaction when I locked him up, so I'm gonna assume he's just gonna keep flying straight and launch the missile. Keeping in mind we have people flying in above the deck right here on our left. A couple of MiG-23s. I'm gonna keep an eye on them, see if they turn for me. Even if they don't, gonna keep in mind that we have people behind me in general on the map. Gotta be a little bit more careful about our 6. Here we go, missile looks like it's tracking pretty well on this guy. He's just flying straight for some reason, and he's just flying straight. Okay, F4S, should have realized. Anyways, ambitious missile from this F-14, I'm flying pretty low, and it somehow still almost hit me. Got a couple of people behind me here, really close eye on our 6, dodging some missiles, dropping flares, dropping afterburner. Trying to get back towards our team. We got a lot of enemies surrounding us, so not a good place to be. Our positioning is pretty bad, so I'm going to bring them back towards our team. Lots of missiles flying everywhere. Just make sure you keep a good eye on all your surroundings, and you should be pretty fine in general. Friendly missiles are a good sight, especially when they're heading towards enemy planes, though. Got a little bit of separation here, so we're going to turn back around. Team's coming in. Maybe we could get a kill or two as well. Right here, I'm changing the scope of my ACM mode radar. That just makes it easier to lock people up when you're turning, like you just saw me do. We'll give this guy an AIM-9L to think about. Sometimes I like to lock people to make them think it's a radar missile so that they turn away and don't drop any chaff or anything, when little do they realize it's an AIM-9L, which just happened to that guy. Another on this F-16, he's dead too. Awesome. F-14 head on. And the M9L actually tracked. Nice. Crit him. MiG-29 behind us though. Now we sacrificed a little bit of positioning to try to get that triple. That's alright though. Another missile. Dropping afterburner. Flaring. Air brake out. Trying to reverse here. Jinking around. Staying out of his guns. Aircraft destroyed. Nice. It was a triple. And here we go. This is going to be a circ reversal. Nothing is going to go wrong here. Vulcaning him because he doesn't have any speed whatsoever and he's trying to turn, and wonderful shot. Set him on fire, but that guy does die eventually, I promise you, and so do we. Wonderful. Next match. Welcome in. Flying over a river here. Not the same one, obviously, but a river nonetheless. Also, do I even need to mention flying under the bridge? This is War Thunder indeed. Checking the map here, making sure our positioning is what we want it to be. It isn't, so I'm flying off to the left a little bit. Using that terrain as some cover, like I mentioned before, a couple of times. Checking our right, seeing if we see any smoke trails or people flying on the deck that we can't see because of the War Thunder spotting system. Checking the map again, positioning looking good. Checking the right, we don't see anything, so we're going to turn in, try to get involved a little bit. F-14 Phoenix kill on the MiG-23 ML. You love to see it. If there was a plane I would picture getting phoenixed, it's probably that one. Anyways though, all the enemies are appearing. Here we go. F4EJ at prime Sparrow altitude, so we'll give him something to think about. Missile's looking good. Track is looking good. Let's see, and I don't know what happened. Luckily he got swept up by a teammate though. So here we go. F4S out in front. Too close for a Sparrow. Let's get a Vulcan shot on him hopefully. And the radar indicator messed us up a little bit. I was also going way too fast to pitch my nose down, but that's alright. MiG-29 way too close to dodge my AIM-7M, so rest in peace, brother. Check our 6 real fast, make sure we're good to go for this F4J. Slot it in on a 6, maybe catch him unaware with a missile. Let's see. AIM-9L looking good, track's looking good, and I have no idea what just happened. I don't think he flared because it didn't go for the flare, obviously. It kind of just went into space. But he just saw a teammate of mine and he shot a missile at him, so naturally he's not going to flare my missile away, even though I just shot one at him. Speaking of not flaring missiles away, I almost got caught unaware, but luckily I heard that missile in time and I dropped a flare. Here we go, MiG-23ML absolutely launched him at me. I'm outspeeding him though, so we're just going to hold down afterburner here and get out of here. Seems like he's decently glued onto me. Don't have any teammates around really, so I'm going to have to deal with this one on my own while I almost make love to a family of trees. Anyways, heading back towards our base a little bit, trying to get him to turn off. The goal is not to camp AAA, the goal is only to get him to turn off. I won't go back all the way to my base. I'll just try to get him to turn off, and if he doesn't, then I'll turn back around and dogfight him. Let's see if our plan works though, as the MiG-29 crashes in the in-game kill feed. Love to see that. Such a waste. Anyways though, still chasing us, and there he goes, turning it off actually. Wow, that usually never works, especially not against a MiG-23 ML. But here we go, turn it around. Would be a shame if we lost control and couldn't get this missile off. And of course we did. Good job, Nimbo. Anyways though, we can't see how far away he is from me, and of course as soon as I am able to see that, I launch the missile and waste it because it's going to have absolutely zero chance of reaching him. As far as launching the AIM-9Ls, boys, I have no idea what the optimal range is going to be. I can tell you that I personally launch it within like 3 or 3.5 kilometers. If they're traveling cold from you, like directly away from you, 3.5 kilometers even is kind of a stretch. But here we go, we got a Mirage coming for us. Try to take a head on here. We suck. Also, the radar indicator messing us up. MiG-23 has been dropping flares all game. I'm just hoping he's out of flares at this point. And it seems like he is. Cool. Okay, this isn't like a full gameplay, but I thought this was honestly funny and worth mentioning, to be honest with you. So here we go. Deflection shot on the F5. Miss. Going too fast. That's fine. Not too worried about him long term. Yak 141 out in front. Scared of his R27 ERs, but hopefully he's out of them. I'm just kind of assuming he is at this point. He is. Luckily, we can flare that missile away. F-14 baited on our teammate here, going super slow. Free food for us. Love getting Vulcan kills, man. Feels good. Got a few people over here, though, in threatening planes. So let's keep a close eye on them. Couple of MiG-23s. We're going to help out the teammates on the left here first. That guy over there isolated is probably screwed by the time I get there regardless. Here we got an AIM-9L, launched on the MiG-23. He drops flares, doesn't drop his afterburner. He's distracted by our teammate. And okay, wonderful. Alright everyone, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you are all able to learn something from and or enjoyed this commentary / gameplay. If you did, drop a comment down below letting me know what it was, leave a like, and do please consider subscribing, and feel free to check out the other content I got up on my YouTube channel. Anyways, I'm going to sign out. As you all know, this is Nimbo Soup, Nimbo signing out.